What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and I'm really excited to do this video because a lot of you guys requested this product, and it's one of those products that's just so different from what you normally see, right? Now, I was familiar with products like this existing, but honestly, I've never purchased one myself, and on top of that, I've never known anyone who actually carries with something like this. But when I finally received this, which I'll explain the story of why I got it, when I finally received it, I started messing around with it even before I broke it in, and I was like, okay, this might be a game changer. This is actually a pretty cool combination for a holster and stuff like that, right? And also, while we're on the topic of holsters, I just want to remind you guys, I don't have a release date yet for you, but it will be decently soon, months. We will be releasing our own holsters, my buddy Dan and I, and trust me, we're putting everything into them. He's a crafty guy, hard worker. I'm a hard worker. I have ideas. We put that together, as well as his wife, Jackie, my wife, and trust me guys, we are going to be bringing the best product to market. I got you guys. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to show you guys other solid products that are out there, especially right now because a lot of people still need holsters, right? And if you're wondering about this build, never buy this slide. Safari Precision, I don't know what their deal is. So it's actually sort of weird, right? This slide, and I did have the ported barrel. This is a Glock OEM one. But I did have the slide ported barrel comp. I even had it on my 43X for a little bit. And the only reason I bought it was to test it for a family member. They wanted a Glock 43 that recoiled less. They love the feel of it, love how it shot, but they wanted a little less recoil. So I thought two things, right? Or three things. You could do guide rod, you could do different carry ammo, or you could do porting. And I thought porting was the best decision. And normally these are $450 to $500, the slide with the barrel. I paid like $250, used on eBay. Took it to the range, and I was not very impressed. I was not happy with it, so I took the loss, and it is what it is, right? It was not the answer. We ended up going with Civil Liberty Defense rounds, and what do you know? Completely different carry gun. If you guys don't know about those, check out my ammo video from a couple days ago. Anyways, Apex trigger, handle edge series grips. Do not get the Safari Precision slide. Invoke slide stop, one of my favorite. And yeah, before you say, oh, don't mod a carry gun, don't mod this. First of all, I only carry this sometimes, but on top of that, your favorite gun tuber, at least a lot of our favorite gun tubers, Honest Outlaw runs a Safari Precision slide on his 43X. This 43 slide has been flawless. It was the barrel that was throwing everything off. And it has a ton of rounds through it. No issues at all. Now, let's get into the product itself, right? I am not a big leather guy. Don't click off. This isn't necessarily what you think when you hear leather, right? I wish I had a different leather holster with me right now. I do not. But check this out. Check this out. See what I mean? Solid as a rock like Kydex. It's basically hard leather. Now, this isn't completely broken yet, and I haven't gotten to carry with it outside of home. I've basically just been messing around with it, throwing it on the waistband, feeling it out a little bit, and actually I am pretty impressed. I'm not going to lie. And what's nice about this holster is you get the combination of like a Kydex type feel with how strong and hard this leather is, but at the same time, you're not going to be destroying your firearm. Now, obviously, my Glock 43 looks like crap. Look at that. It literally looks like crap. It is what it is. It's a carry gun. But at the same time, you're not going to be scratching up your firearm. So some people might want to take, they're more expensive firearms. They're 1911 stuff they don't want to scratch up and beat up. And they might want to get a holster like this, right? I think something like this has a lot of benefits. Now, for me, I do own leather holsters. I have carried with leather holsters within the last year, so I'm saying I've done it pretty recently, but that is definitely not my go-to. I do prefer Kydex, but this definitely opened my eyes because I never even looked into something like this. Now, why did I go with this? Out of the blue? No. Honestly, it was you guys. You guys said you need to check out JM4 Tactical. They have some solid holsters. This isn't paid. This isn't, an ad. I don't have a coupon code for you guys. This is a legit product review, and I always tell them I will be honest. But I did ask them. I said a lot of subscribers have been mentioning you guys, and I don't really need a new holster right now. But there is, a firearm that I'm starting to like a little bit more, which was the 43X at the time. I'm like, I'd be really, I'd love to review one of the holsters for the channel. It's very interesting because everyone is raving about them and stuff like that. And so they were actually really cool. Like, I was actually very surprised. I gave them a call. They said, yeah, we'll check out your channel. We'll get back. They called me right back, and here we are today. So I really appreciate that. And if you notice, a lot of these companies that, if I buy a lot of stuff with my own money, but it does help out when they send stuff for free. But it also is the most helpful when there's no strings attached, right? I don't have to give you a good review. I don't have to be positive. I don't have to make money off the product, because I don't like that. I feel like it messes with your ability to be honest with the people, right? And a lot of people hate my takes on stuff, but at the same time, I only keep it honest and real with you guys, and I try and stay uncompromised, if that makes any sense to you guys. Anyways, like I said, not fully broken in yet. I got to follow their steps still. It's actually pretty interesting. I believe I got a confirmation email when this was delivered. Actually pretty cool. They send you this email right away. They know it's delivered. And it basically, I think it's the instructions on how to break it in properly. So I was very excited. I'm going to start that process tonight. But look at the craftsmanship. I mean, this thing is just, it's beautiful. It could be Kydex in the middle. I honestly haven't even done my research. It could be Kydex in the middle and just leather on the outside. But actually pretty amazing, pretty cool. It just, what throws me off is how thin it is with how hard it is, right? Obviously, we're building a holster, making our own holsters. And it's really thrown me off with how thin this is and how hard it is while still being soft, right? Because you need layers of each. So it's really interesting to me how they did this. I should have done my due diligence and my research, but I didn't. I'll leave that to you guys. Now, my one critique, because like I said, I got to be honest, and this is just a personal thing. I know a lot of people. One of my buddies, Daniel Haig, that I go shooting with, stuff like that, he carries with, I think it's a CYA company or whatever. They use a lot of foamy clips, right? These are called foamy clips. They're just little plastic clips. They're pretty common. And what I like about stuff like this, like holsters like this, not the clip, but holsters like this, you don't see every now and then. You see all these $20 holsters, $30 holsters, $40 Amazon holsters, piece of crap Kydex, crappy clips, crappy, craftsmanship. There's nothing to them. They're nothing special. They're not cut properly. They don't, they print all the time. Stuff like this is down to a science. It's a beautiful holster, but it also carries well. Like I said, I've only carried it around the house, but I've been pretty active all day today. It's actually carried pretty nice. I'm not even going to use a wedge on this. But what I was saying about the foamy clip, the one thing I would change is that foamy clip. The one thing, I like the fact that you can get some more retention out of the leather, considering it's harder, stuff like that. I like a lot of that. And I'm starting to get a little bit of clicks and stuff like that. I feel like this thing's starting to break in a little bit better. Still have to mess with retention a little bit. But a monoblock. Now, maybe this was an option, right? I guess I don't know if I selected the right box, but if they do have a monoblock from discrete carry clips, or if they could put two discrete carry clips, one here and one here, that would be absolutely amazing. Now, I know you're limited to what you can do with certain materials and certain size handguns and stuff like that. I get that, but at the same time, that's the one thing, and they might offer it. So I don't know 100%. They may offer other clips. That's another mistake on my end, but you guys can check it out on their website. But if you wear belts all day, the foamy clip works. I just wear a lot of sweatpants and gym shorts because all day I'm wearing jeans and cargo shorts, work boots. I like being comfortable. My body's in pain. I'm tired. And that's just how I am. I'm not tactical and in jeans and cargos and belts every day. But that's because I'm doing that every day while working. So when I get home, I like being comfortable in my gym shorts and sweatpants. But a very, very nice holster. I respect it a lot. I like the craftsmanship. And I love companies like this. They're not just mass-producing crap holsters. They're actually taking their time and making something decent. So you got to respect it. Shout out to JM4 Tactical. Now, it did take a while to get in, but once again, you got to give respect to the craftsmanship. You're not buying a pre-made holster, or I don't know, maybe it is pre-made, but I don't think it is. So, respect to them. Also, optics cut, all sorts of stuff. Absolutely love this holster. Pretty decent. And I've been carrying this 43 at work a lot lately. This might be my actual IWB holster for it. Thanks for watching, guys. That is the JM4 Inside the Waistband holster.